Alright guys, so today I'm going to be giving you my top 10 add-ons that are literally going to speed up your leveling for TBC Anniversary. And it isn't just for TBC Anniversary, you know, these add-ons will work in the game right now to help you get caught up ready for that pre-patch launch. As you guys know, with my add-on videos, I always try to find some new add-ons that even I haven't even heard of. So this video is going to be useful for beginners and also veterans. Firstly, we need to talk about my favourite leveling add-on, which is called Codexlite. Now, this is an alternative to Questy, which is far more supreme and useful. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this, I talk about it a lot in my videos, but it's actually not working currently right now if you just manually install it from Curse Client. So what I did, guys, is I found the Chinese version for Chinese titanforge servers, right? And basically, I just downloaded it and extracted it into my files manually, and it works again. So as you can see, we have this precise, immaculate spawn locations yet again. We can see where you obtain quests and everything like that. It's just such a better add-on, guys. And remember to customize it a little bit, you know, if you want the icons bigger, because I do actually like to do this. And first of all, we want the alpha maxed out. And then, yeah, you can change the icons to be slightly bigger, which I think is important. And then you can increase the size of, you know, the mobs that are like named mobs, which are going to be like the mini bosses, like normally, like, you know, the mobs that, you know, you need to kill once for like one quest. Now, this next add-on is called Auto Layer. I didn't know this existed. It is ridiculously useful. So what an annoying thing when you're out leveling in the open world is obviously quest competition. And yeah, not being able to actually complete your quest, or you're getting ganked over and over again by some rogue called like XXX triple dickhead or whatever. I don't know. So you enable the add-on, right? You just turn it on. By the way, this add-on is called Hiding Bar, that, you know, puts all my add-ons in a nice, neat place. So basically, I'm going to request, let's say I'm on layer 3. I'm going to open the add-on, which is right click, I think. And then I'm going to send a layer request, right, to these layers. And then I'm going to turn the add-on on and off, whether it's red or green, right? And we're going to turn it on, and look what happens. It might take a while for it to work, but look, I just joined a group, I think, or someone invited me. So as you can see, someone called Mulan has just joined the group. This is totally automated, by the way, because basically loads of people on your server will probably already have this add-on. And basically, you know, when you get invited and kicked from a group, it will hop you over to a different layer. To be fair, I haven't tested it to see if it works perfectly every time. But this guy who just joined said, "Hi, I just watched a video of yours from YouTube." That's funny. But anyway, this helps you swap layers seamlessly. There's also a weak aura you can get, which does it between guild members too. Now, this is one of my new favourite add-ons. It's called AutoPotion. One very annoying thing is, like, when you're leveling up in WoW, you know, Warlocks give you health stones. You have a number of different potions in your bags. And a lot of the time, you're near to death and you're like, oh, wish I key binded that health stone. Wish I key binded my health potion. Well, what this does is it basically, you have one button on your bar forever, okay? And it will automatically give you the best potion and also the best health stone. And there's also the same basically functionality for bandages. So let's drop some health. And yeah, you just put the macro on your bar. So as you can see, I can drop some health. And I'm going to press the macro now. I've got it keybind to Control E. And it's just going to use my potion. And if I had a better potion in my inventory, it would automatically use, you know, the best potion available. By the way, guys, if you're still trying to catch up for the TBC pre-patch, the best way by far to do that is to get a leveling add-on, which just tells you exactly where to go in the exact right order to massively save time. I recently have been leveling with my friend who has absolutely zero experience with World of Warcraft, and we actually managed to get to like level 15 in 3.5 hours. It's ridiculously fast, grinding like 15k XP per hour. That low level is just ludicrous, and it's because of the guide. It will tell you where to die, okay, for certain skips, so you can skip massive walks. It tells you when to skip certain quests because you can complete that quest while doing another quest at the same time later. It tells you when to pre-prepare items to basically get instant quest turn-ins again later during the leveling journey. It saves you so much time because it gives you all of that knowledge that you don't know when you're jumping into World of Warcraft and playing the game. If you don't believe me, you can get up to level 20 totally for free by just getting the add-on off Curse Client. And if you do want to support the channel, be sure to click my link in the description to automatically get a really good discount on the Rested XP guide. Now, another problem when you're leveling is, especially when you're playing a new class, you kind of forget, obviously, like what cooldowns you have. A lot of classes have certain cooldowns which are very useful for speeding up your leveling speed because obviously they've increased the power of your character. And a lot of the time you're there like, oh my god, I've not used that for like 20 minutes. You know, something like Blood Fury, even the Orc Racial or something, and you're like, oh my god, why have I not used that? I could have killed those mobs earlier, you know. And really, you should be using your cooldowns on cooldown to increase your leveling speed. So what I have is this weak aura, and it's called Cooline. So I've put it like nice and neat in my bartender just above the Blizzard Art Pack. By the way, if you want your art pack like that, just set bartender one action bar only. So as you can see, if I pop a cooldown right now, let's pop this one and pop last stand. As you can see along the bar, I can see when all my cooldowns are available. It's not just, I know you can get weak auras for stuff like this, but a lot of the time, like, I don't know, it's just that extra reminder, and you can see, you know, you can see cooldowns that are like 30 minutes long, 2 minutes long, and you know, you can just track everything here, because I'm tracking last stand. Last stand's not even appearing on the bar yet, but when it's less than 5 minutes, I will see it become available. I just found it very, very useful to remind myself of all my cooldowns, and it looks really cool and it's really neat. Now, another very essential add-on that I've talked about on previous videos is Handy Notes, but the best plugin for Handy Notes is Handy Notes NPCs. So this will tell you of all the obscure NPCs out in the open world, you know, vendors, trainers. Like, for instance, in Mulgore, I didn't know this, there's an engineering trainer right here. Don't know what that's about. But if you look in the Barrens, for instance, there's these like sometimes you've been questing for hours here, like grinding out your quests, and rather than, you know, having to go back to the crossroads to vendor all your gear, oh look, there's a vendor here. I didn't know that, right? And I'm pretty sure in the Barrens, yeah, see, there's a few like secret little vendors that you can go and repair and vendor your items on. And if you get the correct plugin and the correct setting, it will also show you, as you can see, where chests are on the map, which is obviously going to increase your gold per hour while leveling. And hopefully, the main reason why you open chests, obviously, while leveling is to get health pots, which are obviously very useful. So yeah, I can't live without this add-on. You know, in the towns as well. Like, rather than talking to a guard, it will just show you where profession trainers are, or where anything is really, even, you know, the weapon masters, repair vendors, ammo vendors in the open world. It's just ridiculously useful and you have to get it. Now, here is a very underrated add-on, and hold on, I've got sort of, what are you doing? Why do you always do this when I'm recording? Come here. Oh, shit. Right. It was... chooses the squeakiest toy imaginable when I'm recording a video. So, obviously, when you're leveling in WoW, quests will eventually stop giving XP. It's not just they stop giving XP, they also give reduced XP depending on what level you are. I don't think a lot of people realise this. So, it's important to turn in your quests when you're at the correct level to get the maximum amount of XP. So, as you can see, Blackrock Death's Kill on Sight, you know, I need to complete this. And I need to remember to complete it before I hit level 58. So as you can see, when I hit level 58, the XP is going to drop to 4,100. Okay, which is stupid because if I turned it in a level earlier, I get the max XP. So yeah, this is a great add-on. I can't live without this add-on now. Yeah, you'd be surprised at like what the XP cutoff point is, guys. So yeah, just remember to get this add-on. And everyone always asks, how do I get my quest log wide like this? It's a setting in Leatrix Plus. It's here, yeah. Enhance quest log, and it has. Have a little look at Leatrix Plus, guys. By the way, you should obviously get this add-on as well. For instance, this is a cool little feature. I've got the volume slider on my character menu. You know, when I'm recording videos, nip that down, or you know, when I need to watch something on YouTube, you know, it saves a lot of time too. Oh, and while I remember, there's also a feature to get the quest link for Wowhead above the quest log, so you can just go and paste that into Wowhead if you need any more information about the quest. Now, the next one, guys, is more for, I've got a few add-ons in here which are more for the hardcore challenge, but I still think they're quite useful for when you're leveling normally, because it makes you more aware of what mobs are going to be, you know, difficult, so that you obviously don't die. When you're dying, you're not generating XP, are you? You're not questing, you're not doing anything. So this is a WeCore called Classic Mob Abilities, and basically, when you target a mob in game, it will show you when it has a particular dangerous ability, like they call for help, they do a knockback, they have a fear, they will net you, and all the horrible stuff like that, so that you can just be a bit more aware of what mobs are going to do to you, so you can, you know, just better prepare and not die. I would also recommend getting Hardcore Essentials Suite. I don't know why the author spelled it so beautifully incorrect. The reason why I like this is, one, it tells you precisely when you get out of combat, like a little green safe icon, so that you can start bandaging the second you see it. Because sometimes you don't, normally it's only going to be a little icon, obviously on your player bands. Or to be honest, fair, sometimes it lags and it doesn't tell you precisely when you get out of combat always. So that's useful because you can start eating, you can start bandaging or something like that. But obviously if you're playing on a PvP server, you want to get this deleted, the PvP flagged one. Get rid of that, you know, because that's just going to be on your screen the whole time. So yeah, I like this, and also it will show you when mobs leash. So I am going to charge this mob. I'm going to run away, and it starts a little timer, and then basically what you do is and you can also see the target's like movement speed, which is also quite useful. I can see normally it's about 13-14 seconds, okay, when a mob will leash. Maybe some mobs are different, I'm not really sure, but like it starts a timer to basically tell me, like, I know then when I'm going to be able to leash the mob and run away and get out of combat, which again is extremely useful for surviving. Here's a new add-on that I quite like. It's not necessarily a leveling add-on, but it's a profession leveling add-on. Basically, it has built-in profession leveling guides into the game, so you don't need to go into websites or anything like that. Shows you exactly what to make, you know, to level up something as fast as humanly possible. Personally, when I'm leveling up my professions, I like to try and make a profit while I'm leveling professions, but you can't always do that with every single profession. Sometimes it's best to just, you know, craft a thing with the best vendor value and get on with it. But yeah, this is called Profession Codex. I quite like this. Oh, I didn't realize this, but it's even for lockpicking. That is really, really cool. And the last essential add-on, just in case there's new players coming into the game that don't know about it, is What Can I Train? It adds a little question mark to your spellbook, and it will show you exactly what you can train at what level. And as you can see, I've been massively slacking because I'm level 53 and I probably could have got Battle Shout at level 52. So yeah, I need to go and sort that out. It also has a check hotbar button, which is very useful if you've still got low ranked spells on your bar. But I'm pretty sure certain add-ons like Leatrix Plus automatically upgrade them for you anyway, but if you don't have certain add-ons, it might not work. And guys, I would also recommend, no matter what class you are playing, what class you are playing, even a warrior, is getting a good cast bar WeCore. I have, what do I have? Let's have a look. I think it's just called cast bar again. It'll be linked in the description. Yeah, it's just called cast bar. And you want a cast bar that actually displays latency on the bar, particularly for people who have like worse internet. You're playing WoW from a country that, you know, has less ping, or you're playing on US servers while you're playing EU or something like that. So you see this little red bit here. I can start moving just a little bit sooner, because I'm going to start moving when the cast bar has gone to the red bit. And when I'm casting something basic like a frostbolt, you can start recasting a new frostbolt when it's in that red bit to just basically improve the efficiency massively of your character. And so yeah, you just kill mobs faster and level up faster, obviously. Now, I was going to do 10, but obviously we do have to talk about some of the classic add-ons just in case people are very new to the game and, you know, they don't know about these add-ons yet. So obviously you need Atlas, but mainly you want to get Atlas Quest. So as you can see, this will show me all of the add-ons, the quests that I can get for Blackrock Depths. And it will even tell you what the prequest is. And it will tell you the coordinates of, usually it does anyway, it tells you, yeah, see, the coordinates of where to pick up the quest. So again, you don't have to go looking through Wowhead or do anything irritating like that. You can just look up where other quests are, go and get them, and go and get it sorted out. I even still use this now, even though I can kind of remember where they all are, but this helps me remember where they are. And yeah, get over, obviously when you're doing a dungeon run, getting over quests, normally just getting the quests that you can pick up straight away is the most efficient, to be honest, because running around doing all these prequests can sometimes waste time. But it's important to be a bit mindful, especially as this will also tell you the rewards that you can get for the quest, which might be a huge upgrade for your character. I'd also recommend getting Titan Bar. What I obviously have it looking way better than Titan Bar's default settings are. The default settings for Titan Bar are awful, and it's a big reason why a lot of people don't download the add-on. But if you put it so that it goes up, and you take the transparency down, obviously it looks much neater. But the main reason you get is I use this for, you know, tracking me gold, me bags, my durability, which is very useful. But mainly it's because it has the XP per hour setting, okay, which will show you how efficiently you are leveling. So you can evaluate certain methods, whether you're doing a particular dungeon, like you're testing, for instance, right at the minute I'm testing Maradon against Blackrock Depths XP per hour, and I think Blackrock Depths is slightly better. So because I get more XP per hour on Titan panel, so then I'm obviously going to prioritize doing BRD, but I also could try out solo questing or AV farming just to check what is going to provide the best XP per hour at my level. It's always good to be aware of this. Now, I've already mentioned the add-on Leatrix Plus, so I just want to reaffirm that everyone should definitely get this add-on straight away because of all the automation features. You can automate quests, repairing, selling junk, everything like that. But be sure to actually get a good look at this add-on, guys, because I like a lot of the things in this add-on, like, for instance, seeing class colors in the chat, which I'm going to show you now because I don't actually have that enabled. Here's the setting here. It's quite useful. Use class color in chat. And then we sit awkwardly while my UI reloads if I haven't edited this out. This is what happens when you have too many add-ons. And now, if I show you the chat box, I'm actually covering a chat box, aren't I? Duh. So I can now see that this guy in the guild is swearing a bit, and he is a shaman. Just a little cool feature. But you definitely also want to get Leatrix Maps, mainly because it's so customizable. And as you can see, I have a quest in Blasted Lands at the minute from a Warrior Sunken Temple quest. And the great thing about this add-on is I can zoom right in, and I can zoom in a lot, right, to see where quest mobs are, where nodes are, and everything like that. And it's also customizable, so you don't... I like how it doesn't cover my entire screen. I can move it around if you click it the right place. It shows your coordinates where you are right now, so you can correspond that and cross-reference it with obviously coordinates from Wowhead and stuff like that, and even shows you know, where your cursor is and everything like that. It's just totally essential for leveling. These are the kind of add-ons you really can't play the game without, let's be real. But anyway, guys, that is the list of add-ons that you need to immediately install right now if you're gonna want to level as efficiently and fast as possible. If you're totally new to WoW, you just get the software CurseForge. Just Google it, you'll find it, and make sure you're actually installing your add-ons in the correct place, like for classic WoW and stuff like that. And you will also use this tool to update them. Remember to keep your add-ons updated, it's very important. Anyway, guys, my name is Metagoblin. To the next video, ciao.